Andata bene? Un po' di palleggio ogni tanto ci vuole. Allora la Pro 12, la Guinness con le partite delle nostre due franchigie. Ovviamente lo facciamo in chiave anche per imparare la lingua inglese, giustamente. Dicevo, oltre le due partite del Sevre e la partita del Treviso, andiamo a seguire la partita tra Leinster contro Munster, il derby irlandese, e il best of anche della partita tra Ulster contro Connacht. Come on!
5 wins on the bounce for Glasgow Warriors as they arrived in Italy to face Treviso. Their charge for a top 4 place looking formidable. The home side, though, had 2 wins from their last 3 at the Stadio Monigo. It took 12 minutes for the first points to arrive, and it was Glasgow who got them. Johnny Gray using his strength to rumble over from a few metres out. Finn Russell converted for a 7-0 lead, but Treviso's Jaden Hayward then hit 2 penalties to cut the gap to just 1 point at 7-6 Glasgow. Players went back on the attack, and quick thinking from scrum half Henry Pyrgos from a penalty put Treviso at 6s and 7s. When he was hauled down, Peter Horn was there to pick up from the ruck and get Glasgow's second try. Russell again converted, and it was 14-6 with 10 minutes until half-time. But despite conceding 2 tries, Treviso were in the mood to take the game to Glasgow and opened up the Scots' defence 5 minutes before the break. Angelo Esposito with a superb try, which Hayward converted. The fullback then added a further penalty before half-time, and that gave Treviso an unexpected 16-14. There were still 20 minutes left, and Treviso's half-time hopes had all but disappeared. The Warriors' 5th try extinguished them for good, Grayson Hart getting a blink-and-you'll-miss-it score. On closer inspection, thanks to the replay, the substitute scrum half managed to work his way over with almost no space at all and make it 31-16. Glasgow kept the pressure on all the way until the final whistle and got a 6th try when another sub, this time prop James Malcolm, went over with 5 minutes left to play. With Russell's extras, it completed a fabulous second half performance for the Warriors and secured a 38-16 win, lifting them into 4th place in the Guinness Pro 12 table. Edinburgh's 1-point win against the Dragons last week meant that European qualification was still on the cards, but they had to keep it up against a Zebra side they lost to earlier in the Guinness Pro 12 this season. On loan fly half Jason Tovey put the Scots ahead 13 minutes into the game with a penalty. Zebra hadn't scored a single point in their last 160 minutes of Guinness Pro 12 rugby, and the wait continued as Kelly Haimona missed a penalty shot after half an hour. At half-time, the score stayed 3-0 Edinburgh. Zebra had good spells in the first half but couldn't find a way through the Scots' defence, and the Italians couldn't catch a break as another Haimona penalty sailed wide 10 minutes after the break. Moments later, Edinburgh got the breakthrough when an up and under was cleverly turned into an attack by Sam Hidalgo-Klein. His grubber kick through was pounced on by Damien Hoyland, and the winger showed good control to kick ahead, gather and score the opening try. Tovey's conversion meant a 10-0 lead for Edinburgh, and it got better from there. Some good hands on the right wing put Hoyland in for a second try in 5 minutes, which again Tovey converted to make it 17-0. With 25 minutes left and chasing that top 6 finish, Edinburgh's attention turned to the bonus point. Frustrated in their efforts to get the bonus point try, but in time added on, Alex Toulis got what could turn out to be a vital score in the race for a top 6 place, the substitute riding a tackle to squeeze in at the corner. No conversion, but a bonus point win, just what Edinburgh needed, while Zebra go pointless for a 4th away match in succession. Connacht arrived at the Kingspan Stadium top of the Guinness Pro 12 and with the chance to put pressure on second place Leinster, with them playing the following day. Ulster, meanwhile, knew they were running out of time to finish in the top 4. The home side took a 6-0 lead after 12 minutes thanks to 2 Paddy Jackson penalties, this the second of them. As the half-hour point approached, Ulster decided to go for the corner rather than another penalty shot at goal, and from the resulting line-out started to rumble towards the Connacht line. They couldn't be stopped, and Rory Best was the man who came up with the ball at the end of it. An 11-0 lead for Ulster, but Connacht finally put some points on the board right on half-time, when Shane O'Leary's penalty made it 11-3. With just 5 defeats this season, Connacht steeled themselves for a big second 40 to try and turn the game around, but they conceded almost immediately when Jared Payne produced a super offload to put Craig Gilroy in for Ulster's second try. Jackson converted, and suddenly Connacht's task looked a bit more daunting at 18-3 down. But Connacht aren't top of the league by luck, and they dug in, starting to offer more in attack. Ulster then offered them hope when Andrew Trimble was sin-binned 47 minutes in for a deliberate knock-on as Connacht made their way down the left. Tempers flared and Bundy Aki wasn't pleased about the winger's intervention, but the players were calmed down and Trimble headed off for 10 minutes. With the extra man, Connacht grew in confidence and scored an excellent try with 25 minutes left to play. John Muldoon and Owen McKeon showing soft hands to send scrum half Blade over for the try, which O'Leary converted. Ulster led 18-10 and got Trimble back on the field, and their chances of winning then got even better when Shane O'Leary was sin-binned for a high tackle on Gilroy. And just minutes later, Connacht were down to 13 men when Sean O'Brien pulled down a maul. The substitute had only been on the field for 10 minutes, and now he wasn't going to finish the game. But Connacht didn't let up in defence, and Ulster couldn't get any more points. Still, an 18-10 win for the home side, who are now 1 point off the top 4 in the Guinness Pro 12. Connacht slipped to second.
Penalty advantage, blue.
It's Tio. And referee Ian Davis says enough is enough.
Side that time. It's the third one. Oh, he's up. No, he's worked.
And this is good. Thrown in. Almost there. McGrath has a go, and he's stopped. Munster have held out thus far, but now there's space. Sexton bounces off the post and celebrates the Leinster score. All the big boys are back in town for Leinster, and it showed there on that attack. Both sets of supporters trying to lift their side here. The referee might want to look at a tackle there. A dangerous challenge from Leinster, but the game goes on. And it's Murray. And here's Holland! Johnny Holland given the chance to play in the big game. Munster, so much fight again, and so much to fight for today.
Look at that tackle, so it seems any more than just a penalty, okay?
Very important kick, Sexton, to keep it the Sexton-Holland show. He does, and we are level. And Sexton used the time well. That's controversial. I'm sure the instruction was final 10 seconds there. A win over Munster is satisfying enough for Leinster, but what it does for them on the table this evening, well, it's a giant step towards the playoffs. For Munster, they will leave with a losing bonus point.
Momento del Super Rugby, noi, noblesse oblige, seguiamo i Jaguares. Come mai? Jaguares. c'era una trasferta insidiosa a Auckland.
To knock it back was Garcia Botas, so they've still got a little stab kick through from Sanchez. Guyton can't take it, and Sanchez has got it. Here's the chance for the Hagawanis. Beltrano's over.
But the Blues got the job done. 2 tries to 1 they scored, a conversion apiece.
Quindi adesso sì, nostro saluto d'obbligo, nostra frase leitmotiv. Più che mai, viva il rugby! Olè!
Ostidio Mobili perché premia la coppia. Siete una coppia di fatto? Siete una coppia sposata? Uno di voi non ha ancora 35 anni? Avete acquistato la prima casa? Allora siete una coppia da bonus e potete detrarre il 50% sull'acquisto dei mobili. Scoprite i dettagli nello showroom. Ostidiomobili.it, a Capriolo, Brescia, uscita A4 Palazzolo.